In the quiet farmlands of rural Manitoba, something remarkable rumbles to life, not the roar of harvest machinery or the buzz of snowmobiles but the unmistakable growl of handcrafted automotive innovation. This isn't your typical garage project. This is a resurrection, a phoenix born from rust, grease, and pure raw imagination. At the heart of this transformation lies a forgotten piece of automotive history, a once weathered classic that's been completely reborn by the skilled hands of Halfass Kustoms, a name that's anything but careless when it comes to metal and machine. The story begins like many great builds do, with a forgotten truck parked out back, buried under years of dust, leaves, and faded memories. Most would pass it by without a second glance. But for the dedicated team at Halfass Kustoms, it was a blank canvas. They saw not a heap of metal, but potential, lines waiting to be reshaped, power waiting to be reignited, and a story waiting to be retold in sheet metal and fiberglass. Every transformation has its challenges, but few involve reimagining the very identity of a vehicle. The idea wasn't just to restore, it was to reimagine, to rebuild with a purpose that honors the past while pushing boldly into the future. The result? A road-ready convertible truck that defies categorization. It's not quite a hot rod, not exactly a show truck, and certainly nothing like what you'll find at your local dealership. It's a beast of its own breed, infused with personality, character, and style that's unapologetically unique. What stands out immediately is the bold, lime green paint job. It's loud, fearless, and makes no attempt to blend in. It's the kind of color that dares you to look away but holds your attention with every passing glance. Complementing this striking finish is a sculpted fiberglass tonneau cover, designed and crafted entirely in-house. This isn't just for looks, it adds to the aerodynamic flow of the build, emphasizing the fluid silhouette of the convertible transformation. But the real magic lies beneath the surface. Underneath the sleek lines and shiny exterior is a labor-intensive build process powered by grit and sheer determination. The team began with custom fabricated fenders, handmade body panels, and reimagined every angle to suit the new identity of the truck. Metal was cut, shaped, and welded with the kind of precision that only comes from years of experience and an obsession with perfection. Every contour was considered, every weld seamless, every panel aligned like it was destined to fit that way. Inside the cabin, the past and present collide in a fusion of vintage soul and modern comfort. The reupholstered seats retain the charm of classic bench designs but are elevated with new materials, fresh stitching, and ergonomic shaping that bring 21st-century sensibilities to an old-school ride. The dash, gauges, and controls have all been subtly modernized, preserving the original vibe while enhancing functionality. It's a place where nostalgia meets practicality, wrapped in leather, chrome, and carefully crafted details. And then there's the suspension system, a marvel in itself. A custom hydraulic setup gives this truck the stance of a lowrider and the agility of a sports car. With just the press of a button, the vehicle lifts or lowers, giving it adaptability for both performance and presentation. Whether it's cruising down the highway or sitting pretty at a car show, it adjusts its attitude on demand, proving that this isn't just a beauty queen, it's a capable machine built for real-world roads. Under the hood, the heart of the beast beats strong. The engine, carefully selected and fine-tuned, brings plenty of muscle to match the aggressive styling. Power delivery is smooth yet forceful, making this truck as fun to drive as it is to look at. It's not about chasing quarter-mile times or dyno numbers, it's about the experience, the sound, the feel of old-school power with modern reliability. Every turn of the key is a reminder that this is a driver's build, meant to be used, not just polished and parked. What makes this project so compelling isn't just the craftsmanship, it's the philosophy behind it. Halfass Kustoms isn't about over-the-top budgets or corporate backing. It's about passion, resourcefulness, and doing more with less. It's about building something extraordinary out of the ordinary. Using tools that are accessible and materials that others might overlook, this team proves that with enough creativity and willpower, anything is possible, even turning a forgotten relic into a head-turning masterpiece. The process wasn't without setbacks. There were long nights, failed welds, misaligned panels, and the occasional part that simply refused to cooperate. But that's the nature of true custom work. It's not about speed, it's about persistence. Trial and error are part of the journey. And through every hiccup and hurdle, the team pushed forward, knowing that each step brought them closer to something truly special. This isn't just a showcase of mechanical ability, it's a declaration of artistic freedom. It's a reminder that vehicles can be more than just transportation. They can be personal expressions, rolling sculptures, embodiments of a builder's vision. And in the case of Halfass Kustoms, that vision is loud, proud, and rolling on four wheels. As the final touches came together, the chrome trim polished, the decals applied, the last bolts tightened, it was clear that this wasn't the end of a build. It was the beginning of a new legacy. A story that continues with every mile it drives, every car meet it attends, every smile it puts on the faces of those lucky enough to see it pass by. It's the kind of build that inspires others to look at their own forgotten projects and say, what if? And that's perhaps the greatest power of a build like this. Beyond the horsepower, beyond the design, beyond the hours of labor, it's the spark of inspiration. A reminder that great things can come from small garages. That magic can be found in welding sparks and grease-stained notebooks. That sometimes, the wildest transformations happen not in million-dollar shops, but in backyard sheds with passion-fueled visionaries. So here's to Halfass Kustoms. To lime green dreams and road-ready machines. To old steel made new, and to the builders who refuse to let history rust away. What they've created isn't just a truck, it's a rolling tribute to what's possible when imagination meets determination, when tradition meets rebellion, and when someone dares to build something that's never existed before. This is more than a custom car. This is craftsmanship. This is creativity. This is Halfass Kustoms at its finest.